All right, well, welcome back to Daily Business Brief. I'm your guy, your host, Jamar Suber, and here I'm with Matthew Oxenrider of Rider Electric. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Man, listen, we've had a chance to talk for a few minutes. The difference that I love about your company already is that you do good, clean business, which is unheard of in this landscape.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, you could call anybody to do electrical work for the most part. There's so many companies and contractors, so we try to set ourselves apart by the quality of our work. Because at the end of the day, like if it's not straight and clean, then I don't want to do it. You know, there's a lot of workarounds and a lot of shady people that do a lot of, halfway right things just to get it done. But if, I was raised, my dad always, was ex-military. If you're going to do it right the first time. So, I try to live by that.
Absolutely. Rider Electric, tell us about it. What type of services do you provide?
So we do commercial, residential, industrial. We'll do a little bit of anything and everything. Right now we're doing mostly a lot of residential. Panel changes, lighting upgrades, rewires. If you need it, we can do it. Running power for hot tubs. We're down.
So that breaker that I have that keeps flipping off when I plug in the lamp for our bearded dragon,
Yes,
you guys can handle that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Come out, put an amp probe on it, see what it's drawing, see what we need to do, make it right, either run a circuit or reroute and refeed some things to balance it out. Yeah, we'll get you.
Man, that's phenomenal. So do you guys have a ton of upfront charges before you show up and all this?
No, sir. No, we charge for like emergency calls or just a service call. We have our rate, and then I try to be very upfront and honest with customers. A lot of times, at the end of the day, we are a business. We're in business to make money, but I'm not trying to make all of it off of one customer. Yeah. So, if I get there and it's a quick fix, I'll walk the customer through what it was, explain it, and then usually give them a discount and, so that they understand what it was. And, like I said, I can't do it to everybody, but we try to be as fair and honest up front as possible.
Okay. All right, great. So what areas do you service?
Right now, Duval, Clay, St. John's, pretty much North Florida. I mean, we, kind of all over. So, Ponte Vedra every once in a while. It's a lot of windshield time, but we don't mind.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. So in our colder months, it can be cold for 3 days and it's warm the following day. How, as a homeowner, how do we regulate those types of things to keep our bills lower?
I mean, well, if you live in my house, my wife keeps it's always hot. She never turns the air on, so, because she doesn't like that electric bill. But I mean, a lot of things you can do, what a lot of people don't realize. I'm in attics a lot as an electrician. A lot of homes, they do not have insulation in the garage. Like, they don't insulate what's considered a non-living area. So like back porches, if they're part of the roof area, they're not insulated. So you're drawing the heat in from those spaces, feeding it right into your home. So that's something that people could do that would definitely make a huge difference. Just, look at the quality of the insulation. A lot of times, if it's that blown-in insulation, but they've had a lot of work done, once you step on that stuff, it loses its R rating because it goes from like this thick to, a bunch of footprints like snow. Those are things that would definitely impact your electric. That's something people could look at that would definitely help them.
That's great information.
Yes, sir.
During the time when we were conversing, you were talking about your client base, and it sounds like you guys do a lot of good referral business.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that referral strategy when it comes to recurring business and some things along those lines.
Well, I mean, like I said previously, at the end of the day, like if I do right by the customer, they're gonna tell their friends, right? So I try to be as honest and fair and upfront about it. And I've worked for some larger companies, and there's other stories I've heard about other companies that they tend to just go off of their name and the recognition of their name, and not by the standards of their work. Yeah. And we try to set ourselves apart by that.
That's wonderful. I commend you for that.
Thank you.
I commend you for that. Do you guys provide emergency services or anything like
that? Yes,
well?
24-hour service.
24
so
hours.
You call me, I'll answer. It might be groggy and grumpy, but I'll get to you.
Okay, okay. And as we go ahead towards wrapping up our segment here, how can people reach you?
They can reach us on our website, our Facebook, Google My Business. You can look me up, Rider Electric FL. My cell phone. Okay. That's our emergency number, is my cell, so you'll get me all the time.
Okay. And what's that website?
It's riderelectricfl.com.
.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what's a good contact number for you?
904-237-2800.
All right. Well, you heard it here, Rider Electric. I'm your host, Jamar Suber, and this is Daily Business Brief.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you will be very happy with the recommendation.